What's up, guys? I am the best straight edge YouTuber in the world. In today's video, I got a spoiler alert. Yeah, that's right, spoiler alert. And I'm gonna be discussing the movie of my favorite superhero movie that I saw twice, Avengers Infinity War Part 1. But I'm here to give you another review, but this is a spoiler alert for the Avengers Infinity War Part 1. So the movie here, I saw it again. I saw some different things. So the opening of the movie, we get, what happens after Thor Ragnarok. And we see Thor in space, and we see Thanos, and then we see his guardian that watches over Thor, and we see his brother Loki. And so we get into the movie, and they're talking about this and that, and Thanos. Oh, and I forgot, the Hulk's in there too. And then the Hulk, goes after Thanos. Thanos beats him up, like, literally. And he wins that war. And then that guardian of Thor's uses the power and sends Hulk somewhere else. And Loki tried to, screw Thanos. But he tried to save the day. And Thor tried to, fight Thanos. It didn't work out. And then Thanos pretty much kills Loki, because Loki tried to say, "Oh, I can help you find the stones," because Thanos is trying to find the Infinity Stones. He gets one at the beginning of the movie, and then he's trying to find the other ones. And then Loki says, "Oh, I can help you to find them," and it turns out, no. He freaking snaps him and kills him right in front of his brother Thor. And Thor has to see his brother right in front of him die. And so that's the first character that's going to die. That won't be back. And yeah, he's dead. So we get into the movie, and the movie begins. And we get the credits showing and all the comic book strips showing. And then we get into the movie. And first part of the movie, half of the movie, we see. Oh, and also I forgot before the end, Thor flies out in outer space after Loki, his brother, dies, and then Thanos vanishes in thin air and goes to Earth to find the last of the Infinity Stones. And so he goes there, and then we get into the movie, and then we see like Robbie Downey Jr.'s character Iron Man, and Gwyneth Paltrow, his fiance, I forgot her name. And then we see Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange, he hears this thing happening, and then in New York City, Thanos sent his men to go after the Avengers, and so we get a lot of comedy in this movie, which is good too. One of my favorite parts is when, they call Steve Rogers, and he said, "Oh, call the man." The man was actually Steve Rogers, aka Captain America. And yeah, we get into that. And one of the funny lines is they say that his beard, he says to Thor, he's like, "Oh, you're trying to copy my beard, huh?" And Steve Rogers said, aka Captain America, to Thor, "He trying to copy my beard, hey?" Oh, it's pretty funny. No, actually Thor, Chris Hemsworth, said, "You trying to copy my beard, huh?" No. Wait a minute. I think it was Captain America said that. It's a Thor. So that's pretty funny. But anyway, there's funny parts of the movie where Star-Lord tries to, I believe this is in the first half still. He gets on the ship and Thor's on the ship, and they find, Thor, the Guardians do, and he's like, oh, I'm Thor, I'm the big man, I got this. Yeah, he tries to make fun of Thor, which is funny. Star-Lord does, and he says, I'm talking like a real man. I can't really do Thor's voice, but anyway, he tried to make fun of him and stuff, and and also back in the first half of the movie in New York, there was a funny line where Robbie Downey Jr. says, "Hey, I didn't know Squidward was here," from Squidward Pants, because Thanos sent his men to go find the rest of the Infinity Stones to bring to him, and this one guy has like psychic kind of powers that I would see probably like on God of War or something. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. But I really liked the movie. It had a lot of action. Like there's one scene where the second half of the movie where Thor has to get his new suit or a new hammer, and then he just opens up this thing and he sits there and almost kills himself, and and then he gets the new hammer. Oh my gosh, these suits, like Iron Spider-Man suit is sick, thanks to Iron Man. Iron Man's suit is sick. He has like these shields, these boosters. He one time gets toward the end of the movie, he gets a sword and he stabs and Thanos tries to stab Thanos, and then Thanos like counters it and stabs Robbie Downey Jr.'s character Iron Man. And then I'm like, oh my god, I hope he's not dead. And then Doctor Strange says, oh, I'm going to, he basically says, I'm going to give you the stone, don't kill Tony Stark, pretty much. And then Thanos takes the stone, and Doctor Strange said this in the movie. He said that there's a 50-50 chance that if we give him, he gets all the stones, we're probably going to be dead. And the world, half the universe is going to be bye-bye. And guys, there's a scene where Thanos, toward the end of the movie, goes against Thor. And I saw in the movie, and he and then Thanos goes back in time. And he gets this Infinity Stone from one of the characters. I can't think of the guy's name at the moment, but he grabs it because they tried to destroy the stone in the dude's head, but it didn't happen. So he grabbed the stone, and they tried to destroy it. And so Thanos has that Infinity Stone where he can go back in time, which he got from Doctor Strange. And he went back in time, and and then he went back in time, and Thor tried to destroy him, and it didn't work, because after he went back in time and grabbed the stone, he put that stone in there, Thor tried to come in and take him out with his new suit and his hammer, because his hammer is sick. And then he just when I saw this the second time, he pretty much probably broke the weapon, or he just took the power of the weapon. And I was just like, oh my gosh, Thanos. And pretty much, in the movie, Iron Spidey has these claws that he has, which is pretty sick. Reminds me of the old school Spider-Man movies. He gets the claws that he can climb on and stuff. I can't think of the character right now. But anyway, we get into the movie, and there's so much comedy in this movie. And also, the daughter of Thanos in the movie, she's in the Garden Galaxy. Star-Lord tells, her he loves her. And she told him if anything happens, if Thanos gets her, he has to kill her. So when it got to that part where Star-Lord had to try to, it's either her or kill Thanos, he tries to save her, and it's sad, man. And so Thanos takes her, and Man, and Thanos kills his own daughter. That's another sad part in this movie. I think it's in the first half of the movie. He throws her, and she falls, and he grabs the Infinity Stone from her, and he cries. He sheds a tear because, you know, he killed his own flesh and blood. That's pretty savage. And so, also in the movie, Dave Bautista's hilarious, man. He's sitting there at one point, watching Star-Lord, and I can't think of the girl's name, and he's just sitting there going, I'm just watching. He's sitting there with the chip, just like slowly moving. It's hilarious. He says, I've been sitting here for an hour. He's just sitting there going, with a chip. It's hilarious. And one of the girls from the Guardian Galaxy, I think that from 2, the alien girl comes in, and he's like, damn. It's funny, man. Dave Bautista's like, I learned how to concentration on time. So yeah, it's pretty funny. Sorry for the noise too, guys, that you hear. But anyway, the movie is hilarious. And you know, towards the end of the movie, they try to take Thanos' gauntlet, which Star-Lord got mad after he found out that the love of his life, well, he actually says in there he's like a one-time booty call. They try to take his gauntlet, and didn't happen, man. Because Star-Lord, it's his fault. Alright, Star-Lord, if you didn't freaking get mad enough, you could have killed Thanos. Because everybody in Spider-Man, they had him all tied up, and Iron Man and Doctor Strange, they had him all ready to go. And then all of a sudden, he just got mad, and then Thanos, you know, they tried to take him out, and then Thanos just came back and boom, just took everybody out, man. And he got the last Infinity Stone. After that, it was over. He just snapped his fingers. I can't snap my finger, but he snapped his finger, and pretty much a lot of people died. Also, Black Panther was this movie, The Winter Soldier. I mean, Black Panther was awesome. He had a fight like these alien kind of things. Second half of the movie, it was so sick, man. Like they fought like these alien things, and like they had a chicks fight. You know, the girl from Michonne that was in Black Panther, and Scarlett Johansson's character. They had like a freaking women fight. That was sick. And then let me get to like the people that die. Loki dies. Hindemel. This is actually Thanos' children murdered Thor's best friend. Yeah, that was he was on the first half in the beginning of the movie. He was Thor's best friend. He watched over him. He got killed. Oh, Gamora. Gamora is Thanos' daughter. Adopted. Just find this out. Adopted daughter. He encountered her, and he took her hostage, and he threw her and killed her, man. She's not coming back. I doubt it. But they might bring her back. I don't know. Vision. Okay. Vision is the guy that they destroyed the Infinity Stone. Because it says right here, Elizabeth O's Scarlet Witch. Yeah, the witch. Because they were both together in the movie too. They were lovers. She destroys the Infinity Stone inside Vision head to keep it from Thanos. But Thanos uses the Time Stone to turn back time and restore the stone in Vision. He then crushes Vision's head in his hands and takes the Infinity Stone. Vision is left lifeless on the ground. I don't think Vision's going to come back. I think he's dead because Thanos just crushed. Like I said. And when Thanos snapped his fingers, a lot of our characters died. Black Panther, T'Challa. He could come back. I don't know. This was devastating right here. Peter Parker, Spider-Man, he died. It was sad because he died right in front of his mentor, Tony Stark. He said, "I don't want to die, Tony. Yeah, I don't want to die." And then, he pretty much, vanished into ashes. Everybody went into ashes. The characters that I'm naming right now. Doctor Strange, he was, this is where he disintegrated to. He also hints something about a return. He says, but he also, this is also in this article I'm reading, but he also is the only character who hints that he may be able to return. As he dies, he tells Iron Man that giving up the Time Stone to Thanos in exchange for Iron Man's life was the only way. It was the only way, guys, or he would have killed Tony Stark. Iron Man. And the Winter Soldier, like I said, he went into ashes. Scarlet Witch, she went into ashes. Yeah, she went bye-bye. I don't know if she's coming back. Basically in the Guardians of the Galaxy, freaking Groot died. That was sad too because Rocket, that's his best friend. Groot was hilarious in this movie, guys. He's just sitting there in 1 minute playing a Game Boy. In the second half of the movie, he's like, "I'm Groot. I am Groot." And then and Thor can actually says, "I can read Groot." He's like, "I can read Groot." And it was funny. He could read Groot's language. It was sad because I like Rocket too. Rocket was doing some kick butt action up in this, man. He did that one scene where he's just with the machine gun, or not a machine gun, but with a gun, and Winter Soldier picks him up and they go. That's the second half of the movie. When Rocket saw Groot die and go into ashes, that's just devastating, man. That's basically who died. Spider-Man. The people lived that were Thor, Tony Stark. I can't think who else lived. I know it was Steve Rogers, aka Captain America. Of course, Thor. I would have been mad if Thor would have freaking been killed. Spider-Man, that's the most devastating, I think, out of all of them. And Groot. Winter Soldier went bye-bye. Black Panther went bye-bye. Doctor Strange is pretty tough too, to lose too. But like I said, in this article I read, he said he'll be back. So, yeah. And there was one part in the movie that the second half where Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, tried to take Thanos like one-on-one, and he still wasn't powerful. And also, Hulk got this little Iron Man suit that was funny too. He was like, "Oh, I'm trying to control it," and then he was trying to get Hulk out of him. That was a funny part. He's like, "Come out, Hulk! I need you now!" And he was like, "Rrrr." Was like, "No!" And so, yeah, it was hard to get Hulk out of the Doctor in the movie, the Hulk's character. Bruce Banner. Yeah, Bruce Banner. I meant to say Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner was trying to get the Hulk out, and then it didn't happen. I believe the Hulk survived too, because Thanos took him out. Thanos took everybody out, man. And his sister, Black Panther's sister Shuri, his sister tries to remove the Infinity Stone from Vision's head, but is thrown from her lab by one of Thanos' children before she can finish. She basically got thrown out. I think she vanished too. And but I think she survived. If she did, she'll probably take over Black Panther, her brother's thing. Also, some people from Black Panther died, and they went in the ashes too. And I think that's about it. Well, no, hold on. And then we got the yeah, Rocket lives. Oh yeah, Drax. Drax disappeared too. He's gone too, which is Dave Bautista's character. He was so funny in this movie. But yeah, there's some people that, you know, Infinity War Part 2 is gonna look good. Also, at the end of the credits, if you stay after the credits, Nick Fury dies, and I can't think of the woman's name. I'm trying to pull it up, but I don't think I can. But anyway, she dies, and like he kind of does his, you know, Samuel L. Jackson does his tries to probably drop a cuss word, but he vanishes too. And so Infinity War Part 2, I think they'll bring back some people like Spider-Man, Black Panther, and some more people, because they can go back in time if they get the stone. Yeah, and at the end, before the end of the movie, Thanos like disappears after he gets his last stone, pretty much, and then he snaps his finger and blows half of the universe away and kills half of the people that we love. But pretty much, I think what's going to predict into the next movie, which comes out 2019, I believe this is Avengers 4 or 5. We're going to see some characters come back. I heard we might have some more characters permanently die because of their contracts are leaving. I hope not. But we're going to see, you know, also it showed at the end of the movie, the end of the credits, it showed Captain Marvel. So we're going to see the Captain Marvel in the next movie. I hope we see some more people. We're going to see Valkyrie, definitely, from Thor Ragnarok. They already confirmed that. I don't know who else we're going to see. I'm going to be surprised, but pretty hoping we see like some crazy out of the ordinary. I don't know. Are we going to see Ghost Rider? Are we going to see Silver Surfer? I don't know. I mean, remains to be seen, because they're keeping it on the wraps, keeping it secret. But guys, this is my favorite movie, superhero movie. This is a spoiler alert. I hope you like this review of it, and me talking about my favorite parts, funny parts, explaining. I can't explain the whole movie, but I explained some of it to you. So I hope you guys like this video. Give a thumbs up for the like button. Hit that subscribe button. Go see this movie. It is gonna be the next biggest superhero movie. They already sold so many tickets. They have the longest box opening than Star Wars put together, and Deadpool, and all the Marvel movies. The biggest opening ever, guys. That is sick. So guys, I can't wait to Infinity War 2. It's gonna be awesome. So I'll see you guys later.